I want to sincerely appreciate the organizers of this conference for inviting me, especially to this fourth annual CME conference. I have been in attendance in the previous ones, especially the first one where I participated live program. And I commend the organizers for keeping the spirit alive. And despite the fact that there are challenges here in the world, especially the COVID of a thing, that they have not been discouraged. I want to sincerely appreciate them. And this fourth one, spun off by the challenges of COVID, which is online, I think it's a welcome development because it's going to bring up more other potentials that are inherent that we have not yet probably discovered. And it will be a serious thing in the light of our discussion as we continue today. The title assigned to me to speak on is Technology in Your Team, Talent and Trade. We all know that technology has come to stay. Nothing else can be done against it. As technology has, crept into teaching and learning and lifestyle, it has come to stay. Nothing else can stop it again. Now, what is technology? I think that should be the first question we should ask. Though technology can be viewed from hardware point of view, software point of view, and systemic nature point of view. But to a layman that is probably listening, technology is just the application of practical knowledge, to doing things. And it's a way of life. That's why we have developed technology and developing technology. That is, their way of life, their way of doing things are different. So that is technology for you. But now, Nigeria being a third world country is developing, and the technology is gradually overtaking every sphere of human endeavor in this country. So we are going to look at how technology will affect, our team that is working together as a team. It could be in the classroom situation, that is teacher and learners. It could be as a team in any industry. It could be in the family. It could be in the church or mosque or any organization. Then we look at, after looking at a team, we look at it as a talent, and we look at it from the perspective of trade. But sincerely, technology is now an extension of our mind that is doing thinking on our behalf, that is getting problems solved on our behalf. And that's why issue of technology is paramount, and we have to look at it holistically. So in this conference, as we continue. So many professionals and experts in the field of, technology, they have given their respective definition. So we may not go in-depthly in that area because of other people that I know they are laymen. But more importantly, like I mentioned earlier, if you look at technology from the hardware perspective, that's when you look at a product of science and technology like the computer, the handset, the television, the multimedia projector, and so on and so forth. If you look at it as a way of life, the way they are helping you to solve your problem. Ordinarily, if I should tell you that screw jack is a form of technology, you cannot carry your vehicle and change your tire yourself, except something, does it on your behalf, raises the car up, and you use the spanner to unlock or loosen the nut before you change it. So it's a form of technology. Even farming, like I mentioned earlier, fishing, and so on and so forth. These are technology as lifestyles. And as trade, because there are fishermen that they have to do their own. How do they do it in the developed country? How do we do it in the developing country? These are part of what we are going to see. We are not just limiting this discourse even to the classroom setting alone. So we are going to look at it holistically in the area of our team, the talent, and trade. So distinguished viewers, I hope you are going to enjoy it because it's going to be robust and rich as we continue in this discourse. Thank you. Now, let us look at technology as a team. Now, being the fact that I am a lecturer, I want to look at it in the classroom setting because between the teacher and the learners. So now, technology has alleviated a lot of problems confronting the classroom, especially in this COVID era. Although before the advent of this COVID-19, we had been using technology, but we had a little difficulty, embracing it, or the technology acceptance model, was a little bit weak because of the fact that some people are complaining these are the data, money for data, they lack skill and some other things. Now, if I want to look at it from the perspective of a team, there are certain things we have to discuss there. The digital literacy of the leader or the speaker or the teacher who is leading the team is going to influence a lot of things on the follower or the member of the team. For instance, if as a teacher, if you don't have the requisite skills, you find it difficult to use the technology. So that's why we must understand certain things. But I want us to look at 4 classes of digital literacy. We have some called digital natives. We have digital immigrants. We have the digital alien and the digital integrators. That's as a team. If you belong to the class called the digital natives, that is those people that are born in the advent of technology era. So that is between 1983 and now. Those people that are born between that time, they are referred to as technology digital natives, because they don't have to struggle before they navigate, operate any technological device. Even without reading the manual that accompanies even the production of some of these technological devices, they still find it so easy. They devote more time to it. They are deeply engrossed into, the use of technology. So they are native. They find it so easy. And that's why you see that, in fact, it's almost like their birthright, that without it, they are not complete. That's why you see some of them, they will be pinging on the road. They put something in the earpiece in their heads and some other things. So because they are native, and that's the one of the reasons why they are exhibiting the characteristics of digital natives. The second group, as a team, we look at the digital immigrants. Now, the immigrants, they have the language, they have the theoretical orientation, but the practical skill is conspicuously absent. So they lack the skill. They cannot navigate, but they can define, they can explain, but ask them to come and put it into practice. They lack it. They lack the wherewithal, the technical know-how. So that is the immigrant, but they have the head knowledge. The practical ability is only what is conspicuously absent. Now, the third group is the one we refer to as alien. The alien, they have some kind of aversive, stimulus to the use of technology. They are fond of, after all, I'm almost at the verge of retirement. Technology is meant for the younger generation. If you see somebody saying that, it's an alien. It's a digital alien. So there is no age you cannot learn anything. After all, we are told in the course of educational classroom that learning begins at birth and ends in death. So there is no age you can learn. You cannot learn any new thing. So now the digital alien, they are very slow, non-interactive. They don't want. In fact, some of them, if I'm going to tell you, probably some of you are even guilty of this. Do you know that they have laptop? They keep it in their wardrobe. They don't allow their children to play with it. In fact, they will say, don't spoil it. Even their phone. Some of them, they will have phone. For the past 10 years, they've been using only one phone. They say, after all, since it is not damaged, I don't have to buy another one. Such people, they are alien. They are underutilizing technology. They don't, use all the functionality that are inherent in their technological devices that they are carrying, like phone. The highest thing they do is, hello, how are you? In fact, some of them may find it difficult even to send SMS on their phone. So that's part of the characteristics of alien. So they don't seem to yield to learn new things concerning the use of technological devices. And the last group is the integrator as a team. The integrator, they have both the head knowledge. They are relatively older than the native. They are older, but they have adopted the new lifestyle. They have learned the use of technology. And since they have learned the use of technology, they practice it, they use it even in virtually all their endeavors. They use it even to do the teaching. They use it in whatever they do, having understood the fact that technology is how to solve human problem. So, and it has to be man or guided by somebody else with rich experience. So that is the integrator. And now, as a team, there is no how you cannot use technology, because it has solved a lot of teaching and learning problems. Gone are the days that learners have to be situated within the 4 walls of the classroom before teaching and learning takes place. Today we have mobile learning as an example. We have ubiquitous learning as a typical example. We have different classes of blended learning, flipped learning, and so on and so forth. So all these have been made possible through the use of technological devices. So, and that is why as a team, there are a lot of possibilities that you can, achieve through the use of technological devices. So that's why technology as a team, it has come into play and is helping in the area of what we call interactivity. There is what we call interactivity. Interactivity is drawn from interaction. That is to say, you talk to how are you, somebody respond fine, and so on and so. Interaction, it has enhanced the level of human interaction. So that's interactivity, and the level of interactivity is gaining momentum daily. It's moving up daily because now there is no out for anybody to not to use technology in this age now. So, and that's why you see that the influx of technology that is coming in even to this country daily is high. If you have visited the computer village before, you will get to understand some of these things, and new technological devices are coming in to overtake the old ones. For instance, when the mobile phone first came during the era of the President Olusegun Obasanjo, we had type of phone like Sagem, Nokia 3310, but today those ones are obsolete. They are monochromic in nature. Today we have a lot of sophisticated mobile phones that even are functioning as the real computer that you were used to then. So that is part of what we are saying, that technology has come to stay as a team, and it is enhancing a lot of interaction, solving life problem in the area of teaching. Assignment can be sent, and teacher can teach, a lot of teaming number of students scattered all over the federation or throughout the world, as long as they are operating on the same page. So these have been made possible through the use of technology. That is as a team. Then as a talent, like I mentioned in the 4 digital literacy classes that I've mentioned, there is no age you cannot learn new things. You only need to adopt the new lifestyle. They call it new normal. That's the new normal now in this age. So having understood the fact that this is the current reality, the best bet is for everybody to key into it and learn the new thing, understand the use of the new thing, and at least solve your problem with the use of the new thing. So it is as simple as ABC. Everybody needs to at least to imbibe the current trend of technological learning. It may be in form of informal learning or form of semi-formal learning, but it does not matter whichever format it takes. But the most important thing is the fact that understand how to use technology properly and gain the skill. And the moment the skills are inherent in you, yes, you'll be a problem solver rather than be a problem creator. So you solve more people's problem rather than adding more to the existing problem. And it is to your own, to individual's advantage. If I'm going to say, it's going to be to individual's advantage, because you do things at the comfort of your environment. It could be your home, your classroom, your office, or elsewhere, and there's nothing you cannot attain. So having understood the fact that we have the asynchronous and the synchronous nature of presentation. So you can be on live program and you can be on a delayed program. So all these things have been made possible. That is about the talent. Then the issue of trade. We have e-banking, e-commerce, e-government. Everything is e now. The latest thing that we are expecting may be e-food or e-feeding. So I don't know. It may come. It may come. Don't be surprised, because we started from somewhere and everything is going e-nature. So, and that's why everybody must learn the new talent. When you learn the new talent, you key into the e-era, that is electronic era. That's the era we have now. Gone are the days when you used to post letter through, the NITEL of it and NIPOST of a thing. But today, what you are going to post elsewhere, you scan and send through the email. So that is to tell you now even the World Trade Center now is electronically inclined. Our own stock exchange market here is electronically inclined. Not only in that era alone, every form of trade now. You do bank transfer, even when you buy, when you go to probably any market around, you do bank transfer. That is to tell you that the trade too has gone electronically inclined. So everything about human nature now is electronically inclined, and that's why everybody needs to learn the new skill, use the new skill, and solve problem with the new skills. It can't. In fact, I want to state this clearly, that it cannot be better than now. So no, just go and learn it, understudy it, and incidentally, we have a lot of short video online in the YouTube that you can learn anything. There is nothing you want to learn that you can't get 3-minute video, 4-minute video, 5-minute video on it in the YouTube. So things have been made simple. Learning has been made simple. Learning is customized, even to your level, irrespective of your ability or disability. So the technology is there to cater for you. Another important thing I would like to mention, because of the ability and disability level, is talking about there is a term called ergonomics. The term ergonomics has taken cognizance of your level of ability or disability. How you can use technology without constituting any adverse reaction to you. So that is ergonomics. So that has been taken care of. So your level of ability or disability has been taken care of. So, and that's why technology has come, and it has come to stay. So technology will always influence everything about human endeavor. So it is nice that, ladies and gentlemen, you go and learn the more. In fact, there is no end to learning. I think Solomon said that in the book of Ecclesiastes. So there is no end to learning. You keep learning, and as you keep learning, you keep knowing the more. So because technology will help you to solve your problem, will help you to achieve great things within a very short while. There are a lot of advantages. If you are talking about the little disadvantages, it is because of the costs that are associated with it. But more importantly, the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is good that you learn technology, because the use of technology will always be to your own advantage. Technology has quite a number of opportunities to offer in the area of skill, trade, and talent. Because technology is critical to preparing students, for instance, in the educational sector. Technology is critical to preparing students to live, to learn, and work successfully in the digital age. And technology-based model teaching and learning, they have power to dramatically improve educational outcomes. So, and that's why we urgently need to deploy technologies to have access and proper use of the fast-growing knowledge. Mere acquisition of knowledge is not enough. We have to complete access and mastery over the knowledge getting process. So, now, in conclusion, the rise of technology use in and outside the classroom has come to repackage teaching and learning. And it is to the advantages of the learner and the teacher. So, and that's why it has been said that it has come to prepare learners to live, to learn, to work successfully in this age, in the 21st century. So everything now, in fact, in ordinary application, if your email is not there, you may not be shortlisted. So that's how to tell you that technology is critical in doing things in this age. So we need to do things in tandem with the current realities in the world. That's about the issue of globalization and ICT application. So we need to apply it because there is a high demand for use of technology in all fields of endeavor. So, and it will hate even lifelong learning, and it makes learning of anything more flexible than any other things. So the new technology has come to help human nature, at least in repackaging our knowledge, and our understanding will become fundamental in every area of our endeavor. So now let us look at the conclusion in the area of education, teaching and learning. Today, teacher can be in the comfort of his bedroom, classwork, assignments, teaching, and so on and so forth can be done, and even with learners in their respective homes too. So in view of this, it is helping more of the two parties, that is the teacher and the learner. because they are in the comfort of their home, because everybody's afraid of COVID-19. So that is one of the reasons why technology has come to help us. So technology has come to help the school system, but more importantly, the school system need to up their game. Now, the bandwidth that is available in this country, Nigeria, is weak. And that's one of the areas that the telecom providers, they have to do more work in addition to complement the effort of the government. The government too need to do something about the bandwidth, because if the bandwidth is too slow and is weak, then it will slow down the efficiency of the technological products, especially the efficiency of the devices. So, and that's why you see some other time when you may be on Zoom meeting and at a particular time you hear clearly, but at another time the thing will be dropping gradually, so, or muffling up. It's as a result of the bandwidth that's available. So the technological provider, they need to do something in order to help the school system, in order to help the individual, and in order to even help the trade. So the bandwidth is very, very important. I was in a program, one international program held in the University of Lagos. The professor came from the University of Maryland. Sarcastically, he told us that the bandwidth that was available to the University of Maryland alone was much more than what the entire country Nigeria is having. So, and shortly after that, I have to look at the availability of bandwidth in African setting. Countries like Mauritius, they are ahead of Nigeria. Countries like Morocco, Algeria, South Africa is number one in Africa. So all these things, I think, if Nigeria truly is the giant of Africa, we need to do something about it in order to enhance the effective nature of our technological application in this country. Because the new technology did not reduce the need for human being. But more importantly, human being will be the driver of the technology. If at all we have technology, the human being will drive it. And it will help us, it will elevate our problems. So then institution like NITDA, that is Nigeria National Information Technology Development Agency, need to do something in such era like this to ensure that at least one, each system, the systemic nature is able to use technology for their day-to-day activities without any impediment. So NITDA has a role to play at this crucial level, because that's the agency that represents government in the area of a technological application. So, and in the area of learning things as an individual to enhance the teamwork. So individuals too need to be properly schooled. Like I mentioned earlier, it could be informally, it could be in form of semi-formal education, but you need to be properly tutored. On a lighter mood, most parents, they don't enjoy their children. The children naturally know this thing because they are born into the era, like I called them the digital native the other time. But instead of parents to ask them to teach them, some of them will be looking for somebody else outside to teach them, when some of their children, the younger ones at home, can teach them the use of this thing with ease. So parents too, they need to at least encourage their children and learn from them, because it's very, very important. So, and the institution too need to follow the mode of integrating technology into teaching and learning. That's the school system. So be it private or public, they need to follow religiously the mode. There are 5 steps in following the mode of integrating technology into teaching and learning for the school system. The entry stage, where that's the stage when the thing is coming in, where the teacher is not even using technology at all, and there is no teacher now that can do without technology in the classroom now. So after the entry stage, we have the adoption stage, when it has been adopted to be part of the school system and part of teaching instructional media for teaching and learning. So when that is done, that is to say the two parties are already using technology, or they are learning to use technology to solve their problem. The third one will be the adaptation. So they will extract the relevant area to the classroom teaching and learning. So like some parents, in the DSTV and some other things, we have parent control, where they prevent their words from watching certain channels and some other things. Yes, that's the adaptation too in the school system. The school system, we have to customize it to adapt the relevant section and jettison the other side. After that stage is has been conquered, the next one is the appropriation stage. You appropriate it to use for advanced level And the last one is invention. They say necessity is the mother of invention, because there is need for us to adopt this thing to solve our problem. So therefore, invention stage, you begin to explore other possibilities outside the one that is known, or the one that is defined, or the one that you have been taught. You need to explore other possibilities, and when you think outside the box, you get to see or to know many other things that you could use technology for, either as a team or even for trade. So technology is already part of us, and there is nothing we can do. We cannot do anything without technology. So only that those people that fall to the purview of the alien or immigrant, they need to move to either integrators or native, so that at least they cannot reverse their age, but yet they can learn anything at any particular point in time, so that they can develop the right skill, the appropriate skill that will help them in achieving their goals as they continue in their undertaking. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen and viewers, so I want to sincerely encourage every one of us that technology has come to stay. So let us learn technology, use technology to solve our problem. It could be used for teaching and learning. You can use it to develop others, sharpen your skills, know more, do more, and for trade too, it could be used at least for buy and selling, transfer, POS, the use of POS, and so on and so forth. So all these things are part of the possibility that are inherent in the use of technology. And I hope you will learn the use of technology and begin to use technology for a greater task. So thank you, viewers, for the opportunity once again. So see you